Good morning. I'm back with another floss tube, season 6, episode 13. And I got my copy. Okay, so this week was a light week on stitching. My brain just was not wanting to concentrate on anything. So it was a lot of playing games and reading and a little bit of stitching. I did get one FFO. Yeah, if you don't know, this floss tube is where I talk primarily about my cross stitching. So let's go ahead and dig in. This one, I did work on all 3 of the last mermaids for Mermaid March. And I got 200 stitches on this one. This is Mermaid of the Sea. It's on 18 count. It's not very wide. It's just very long. So, that one done. Then I got 200 stitches on the Little Mermaid sampler. So this is all of it that I've got so far. But I worked on over here and over here. So just those colors. That one is supposed to be all one color, but I wanted to use some floss colors. So I am. Then the third one for Mermaid March is Bluebird's Princess, which is a Nora Corbett. And I got 200 stitches in down here in the seahorse. And that's about it on that one. So that's all the mermaids. Then I also worked on glistening wings. Not a lot. 500 stitches. So that's where I'm at. I finished off this row and I'm working my way down the page. So and that's on 28 count. I'll put all the info on my little pictures. Then I did get one start and finish. I did the mini Quaker for March. So that one was, where are you? I did not write it down. That's why my numbers are so low. So I did 570 stitches on it. So that's going to increase my stitch count for the week. 570 mini Quaker. Okay. Which these minis are the ones that I want to finish next month. Okay, then Christmas in the Woods. I just worked down here. I got 250 stitches. My mind just was not on stitching. But I finished off this color here. No, this color. I started this color. which is up there. And I've been working on one of the whites, which I have not been wanting to work on. Then I did pick up my chatelaine. So I worked on this corner over here. Okay, where's it? Yeah, right here. This is how I tell the top on this. I wrote top up there. But I worked on this here in a tiny, tiny bit to finish off threads right there. Yeah. This is Garden Party 32 count or 28 count, I forget. Even weave. And then I did one FFO. There. And I think she turned out gorgeous. Gorgeous. She's going to go up there. Well, actually, I don't know where she's going because I had planned on putting her up there. And then Lisa's like, I thought you would put her in here. There's a spot there and there and there. It's like, okay, I'll think about it. So, yeah, she's FFO'd. Finally, took me long enough because I finished her a couple years ago. Okay, then for this week, for the first 2 days, only whip that I had on my list to work on that I have not worked on yet is Moonlit Mountain Forest by Stitch So Beautiful. So that's the one I'm going to work on today. And then tomorrow, the 31st, I will be working on my Halloween Village Afghan. Yeah. I'm hoping my brain can concentrate more and I'll get more done. I really, really do. Because it's annoying. And then the rest of the week, I'm going to be starting the Great Spring Without. So I'm going to be trying to get as many finishes as I can. Starting with, well, one of them that I want to finish is Baby Got Back Stitch. I also want to finish the Mermaid letter P, which will be a start and a finish. And then I want to finish the other Quakers and Window in Time, which I've already got March. So I got one more in part 1. This is part 1. Sorry. So each part has 4. I count them as 1 on my line. I count each one as a finish, but they've got like 1 line in my spreadsheet because they're one right after the other, if that makes any sense. But I want to finish. I've got part 1 and part 2 already. I've got to purchase part 3, but if I get part 1 and part 2 done, that would be awesome. And that is it. Reading. Let's see. So I'm reading A Crown of War and Shadow. And let's see. Oh, I finished The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy that. And then for the nonfiction, because I'm trying to read more nonfiction, When We Spoke to the Dead, How Ghosts Gave American Women Their Voice. And that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was different. Then I listened to Cutthroat Cupcakes by Kate Lonnie, Lolly. Okay, I can't speak right today. Sorry. It was okay. It was a cozy mystery. It was okay. I don't think I was in the mood for it. Then I listened to The City of Brass. And I'm not going to butcher her name. I'll be putting the pictures up. And I loved that. That was so good. And then the Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I listened to number 4, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and number 5, The Last Olympian, because I'm trying to get all the way through the series. And the Roman ones too. And then I listened to The Diary of a Young Girl, which I read when I was in school, elementary school, I think. And there's parts in there that I did not realize were in there or do not remember. So it must have been edition that cut out some stuff. But I really enjoyed it. And then I listened to Rose in Chains, and I absolutely loved that one. That one was so good. So, give it a shot. It's by Julie Soto, Rose in Chains. And that is it. Yep, that's it. So, short video. Didn't do a lot. Like I said, my brain was not on stitching. I had a very hard time sitting down even. I wanted to be up and about. So, it is what it is. I hope everyone has a blessed day, and I hope next week I can show you more, a couple of finishes. So, have a blessed day. Hit like and subscribe, and join me again next time.